Hello, welcome to Joyous Jabbers. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Tiffany.
We're glad you're here today.
Yes.
We just got back from the library.
Well, we just got back, ate because we were really hungry, and now we're filming.
Because we decided we would like to share our giddiness, our joy over our library book haul today.
Yes.
So, I mean, you know, it's just the books we've gotten from the library that we're excited about and we're getting ready to go sit down and read.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd share a little bit. Now, I have finished Dee Henderson's Unspoken, and so I got the next one that she wrote after that is Undetected. So I haven't even read what it's about. I'm just trusting Dee and moving on in the series, and I don't even know that she's calling it a series.
I don't think so.
But she's got 3 that start with something. No. Full disclosure wasn't
No, full disclosure wasn't
But anyway. So, but the cool thing is that the couple that gets together in Full Disclosure, Paul and Anne, they are in Unspoken, and I believe they're in this one too.
I thought that one was a prequel, but they're in the next one in the series, Taken. I know that for sure because it's in the summary.
Yeah. So I'm excited to read that. And at the back of her books, she said that she has found some authors that write like she does. So I thought, hey, let's check them out. And so I picked up Cold Shot by Danny Petrie. And it's interesting because this has 3 males. And it'll be
4.
nice. Was it 4?
Griffin and his 3 best friends, so it's
Okay,
technically
so
4.
4 males as the main focus of this book, which will be a nice change.
Refreshing.
A nice change from having a female focus so often.
Yeah.
So I picked that up, and then I was looking for the other author. One of the other authors she recommended, and it was Lynette Eason, and I was like, I don't see it.
Easy to say name.
How can this person be someone that's got some good books and my library not have them? And I just couldn't find them, and I figured, well, I'll research when I get home. And then I was done looking for books, and I remembered the large print section. And look what I found. Lynette Eason. And not only did I find the first one of this particular series she has called Deadly Reunions.
Which actually sounds quite fabulous.
So this one's When the Smoke Clears, followed by When a Heart Stops. I guess that one's probably by about a doctor probably, and this one I believe was a firefighter. And then there's When a Secret Kills.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
But it's book 3, so you have to get the first 2.
So I'm sure she probably says you can read them individually, but I found that if you've got characters that reappear in future books, I don't have the same level of enjoyment that I do when it's an old friend that, oh, look, it's an old friend, and that's fun. So that is 5 of my 10-book limit that our library has. And I'm really very happy that it has a 10-book limit because that keeps me
from getting like 50 books in one sitting.
It keeps me being accountable and
actually going, am I going to read this? Because you have that small book limit.
Right. There's only 10, and so, you got to be pretty picky about the 10 that you get. And I had to help her with some of her 10 today.
I was in trouble. I had like 13. No, I had more than that.
No, you had 14.
I had like 14 or 15.
Yeah. So she had to call.
I had to make some decisions.
Okay, so I've shared half of mine.
Half of yours.
So.
And all those were like romance, suspense-ish type ones.
Yeah. Thriller-ish. No. Suspense is what they usually say about those. So.
Yeah. And so I got Taken, which is the sequel to Undetected.
Right.
I'm just going to call it an adult book, because we don't know if it's going to center around suspense. We don't, so...
Remember we talked about expectations last week?
Yeah. I'm not going in with those.
Tiffany needs to have very low expectations.
Yes.
Oh, and, it's a rainy day, so my hair is what it is today.
Same.
Sorry about that.
It looked good when we went out.
It looked good. And it looked half decent when I fixed it to come out here. But something happened between the bathroom and the kitchen. And it's really a very short distance.
The cloud of bad hair.
Whatever. Anyway, it is what it is.
So I got an historical fiction called Tiffany's Girl, which,
So, Tiffany. So, yeah.
kind of had to.
Yeah.
I believe it's about the Tiffany Glass, the Tiffany Chapel, and how a bunch of women actually completed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that should be interesting.
It should be very interesting.
And that's the other cool thing is that I will read books of hers and she will read
Same.
books of mine. I'll pick up books and go, you have to read this.
Mhm.
And she doesn't always like that I do
Yeah.
that, but she's pretty obedient.
Yeah. Pretty obedient. It's a Christian fiction, which is nice too.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to read that one.
Right,
If only because it's
these 5 also are inspirational, so.
yeah, our library has a sticker system, inspirational. It also does that for African American. It does that for if it's a Cherokee Nation book. It does. It's really nice.
We live in Oklahoma, so our library likes to get Native American books, and so they'll put stickers so that you can find those when
Easily.
you want to.
Then I got a contemporary young adult, Eliza and Her Monsters, which I'm actually really excited to read because, like, it's simultaneously light and dark at the same time. I think because it does touch on mental illnesses.
Okay.
I believe so. That's gonna be fun. It has a lot to do with fandoms.
We watched a BookTube video that the girl was doing, following people's advice. If you like this, you'll like this.
Mhm.
And this book was mentioned like 3 or 4 times.
It was.
And so yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. Now Tiffany likes
fandom, fan fiction, fan
she
art,
likes that kind
the
of
same
thing, whereas the gal that was doing that particular video didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the gal.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she didn't particularly care for that kind of thing.
Which
And
is perfectly
I
fine,
don't know
but-
that she cared for contemporary. Did she like contemporary?
I don't remember.
I don't know. But anyway, so we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. A lot
Yeah.
of people seem to like this, so
I
it'll
think
be
it looks
interesting.
really good. I mean, the cover alone makes you want to read it.
Yes. Tiffany is a very big cover
Hey,
shopper.
yeah, you know. And then I got 2 classics.
Okay.
The Bronze Bow,
Which I do want to read.
which I actually don't know really anything about.
I don't either.
But my friend on Instagram, one of my friends on Instagram, she recommended it. She said it had something to do with character who makes mistakes and learns from them.
Oh, that's good.
So
I prefer
Bronze
to learn from other people's mistakes.
it's less painful that way.
Yes.
And then I got Heidi, which I've been wanting to reread for a while.
Her childhood favorite, I think.
One of them.
I had never read Heidi until I homeschooled, and it was a recommended book. And I read it, and I somehow managed upon a copy that had the German names in
Oh,
it.
so good.
And so, of course, then that becomes Tiffany's preferred versions of it. And so she gets the book and she looks, and if it doesn't say Schneehoppli,
Or Schwanley or Barley.
then that
It's
is not
just-
the one she's going to bring
No,
home.
I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to read it. No, thank you. Because who knows what other changes they make.
That's right.
Who knows? But this copy has illustrations, beautiful illustrations on practically every page.
Yeah, some small little ones,
Some
and then
small.
some full page ones like that.
It's kind of unique because the page number isn't on the bottom or the top. It's on the side next to the illustration.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice. I'm excited to read that.
Yeah.
Feel 10.
Okay, so I talked about on my blog not too long ago about a children's new book that was out called The Strangers
Oh, it was
by
good.
Margaret Peterson Haddix. And yeah, unfortunately, it's a series, and the series isn't out yet. And
Sorry, Aunt Tracy.
I loaned it to my sister because she couldn't get it in ebook format. She couldn't get it from her library system, which is really strange because
Yeah.
the Tulsa County Library System,
Is
Tulsa
massive.
City County Library System, is really, really big and really good,
it's
and
really
generally
good.
has pretty much anything you're looking for.
Like even the peons of the Star Wars books you can find there.
Yeah,
Which is
and so
really
she couldn't find it, and we had just renewed the book
Mhm.
because we weren't finished with some of our others, and so I told her she could borrow it because she only lives a few minutes away. Well, a week ago, she goes, making progress.
She read it aloud to her children.
Yes, she read it aloud to her children. She homeschools. And so this morning, she texts me and tells me, I'm on my way to bring you this ridiculous book you made us endure. And I'm like, oh no.
She hated it.
Did she hate it? No, she just didn't like that it left you hanging for the sequel that won't be published until next April.
Yeah. Sorry.
So I thought, she told me she looked online to see what else this lady had. And so I thought, well, I'll look. And I found this series at the library.
Oh, nice presentation.
Yes.
Not that they can see
Not
all
that,
of it.
yeah, because it's too high.
It's
But anyway.
cut off.
So I don't even know what this series is called. But anyway, it's Children of Exile, Children of Refuge, and
Children of Jubilee.
And here's what it says. For the past 12 years, the Freds have raised Rosie, her younger brother Bobo, and the other children of their town, saying it's too dangerous for them to stay with their parents. But now all the children are being sent back home. Since Rosie is the oldest, everyone's looking to her with questions she doesn't have the answers to. She'd always trusted the Freds completely, but now she's not so sure. And their home is nothing like she expected, like nothing the Freds had prepared them for. And the first book in this new series, the New York Times best-selling author, Margaret Peterson Reddick's Rosie must decide what she's willing to risk to save her family and maybe even all of humanity.
It's called the Children of Exile series.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of silly.
Kind of like Mistborn.
Okay, whatever. But so anyway, I picked up the 3 books of that because I had a feeling that once I finished the first one, I'd want to go right into the second and third, you know. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see. The library also had a 2-book series of hers, so maybe next time.
Maybe. I got 2 Victorian murder mysteries. Yeah, I got the Caterer. Is that Caterer? Cater?
The Cater.
Cater, okay. The Cater Street Hangman. The first one in the Charlotte and Thomas Pitt series, which I'm excited to start. It's really good.
There were 3 shelves of Anne Perry books.
If you've read Anne Perry, please tell us what you think
comment
about her.
below. Tell us. And the other one, she has a dozen Christmas
13.
ones.
This is...
Okay,
yeah.
I estimated.
She estimated. Don't ever estimate.
Yes,
A
estimated.
Christmas Escape. And I'm kind of excited to read this one too, because it looks like a standalone. So, I won't be spoiled.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool because there's 13 Christmas ones, so that means for the next couple of Christmases, we're going to be good. I like to pick up a book to read throughout the Christmas holidays.
Yeah,
so.
it's always fun.
Yeah. So I got that, and then Tiffany picked this book up.
I picked these next 2 books up for you.
Yes, I was going to say that too. This one looks pretty interesting. It's called The Library at Mount Char. And this one says, you can't really see what the first words are, but it says, Carolyn's not so different from the other people around her. She likes guacamole and cigarettes and steak. So as you can tell, this probably isn't a Christian book, but that's okay.
Was it the steak?
Yes, it was totally the steak.
Heathen.
She's not a vegetarian either. She knows how to use a phone. Clothes are a bit tricky, but everyone says nice things about her outfit with the Christmas sweater over the gold bicycle shorts. Interesting. What was this? Oh, a library with the secrets to the universe. A woman too busy to notice her heart slipping away.
And a missing god.
Oh.
Here, missing god.
Oh, is that what that
Yes.
cutout is up
That's
there?
what the cutout is.
So, anyway, it talks about a library and, let's see.
How her adopted father and her adopted siblings, he's suddenly gone. And now she has to fight for the library.
A library. Love libraries. So, anyway, that sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
fine.
look, that's going to fall there. And then the last one she got me, well, she picked up and I decided I wanted to bring home. It's called Wife 22. And this one is about, basically this woman is part of a research program thing. And
Called Marriage in the 21st Century.
and they ask her a lot of questions, and so she goes into, she does some reflective thing, and it looks pretty interesting about marriage and
Marriage counseling. And
yeah. And that's just going to keep going.
Whoa.
So you continue.
Hi, okay. And then the last 3 books I got from here was Ranger's Apprentice. Don't mind the book receipt. Ranger's Apprentice. I've heard good things, so we'll give it a try. These are 3 fantasy, by the way. I got The Magic Thief, the book one of, I think it's a series.
Oh, really?
It's a series, and I think it's called The Magic Thief series.
I really don't like series anymore. I don't. There's so many books, and you get a series, and then you just feel like you have to gobble it all up, and...
Well, if you don't like it, then you don't do it.
I know, but...
And then I got Aragon. I've never read Aragon before, and I just felt like maybe it was time to start Aragon. Not really excited to read it, but who knows? Maybe I'm missing something great.
Maybe you are. So
Yeah.
that's our book haul. Our old library always gave us receipts, and because we had a really cool interactive thing with their
Online.
catalog and your account and everything, I never kept mine. But this last time I couldn't remember if I got 5 or 6 books out. So
Yeah.
I decided I will keep this.
Well, now we both know that we have 10 books each this time.
Yeah.
Last time I got 8. I really wanted to just get 4. That didn't happen. And she got...
I only got 5. I
She
was
only
proud of
got 5.
myself last time. But I read 3 other books that I had already at the house, so... Yeah, so there were 2 books that we were going to look for. 5th Season and Aeronauts Windless. And lo and behold, they did not have those. Well, Aeronauts was checked out.
It was
Somebody else
checked
had
out.
it, so yeah, whatever.
And we also saw that my book, Murder Mystery and the Gingerbread Cookies, was checked out. I was gonna take a picture of it on the library shelf, and I was like, it's not an adult, okay? It's a murder mystery. Let's check the murder mystery section. Wasn't there. And I looked in the catalog, and it said subject Oklahoma, because I'm an resident of Oklahoma, so I guess they were gonna put an Oklahoma sticker on it or something. And then I looked further into the details, and it was like, it says
0 of 1 available.
so someone has my book.
Somebody has your book.
So I don't know if they'll read it, but
But it's pretty cool.
it's really cool. I grinned like a loon.
That was neat.
It was. Really
It would have been neat to see it on the shelf, but it's even neater to know that it's in the catalog and not on the shelf. So that's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
That's cool. So that's all we have for you today.
Mhm.
Thanks for stopping by. Let us know in the comments which book you're most interested in. There are 20 to choose from.
Yeah, there are.
And we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.